Time's up!
What?
Say it again. Hold, assholes. Anyone turns heel, I'm coming for you and your family. And you, Shroud.
You shield yourself behind an innocent. You are Craven Sinjin. And you shall fall before me.
Don't talk to me like that. Some of these losers think you're some sort of legend. Like you walked straight out of a comic book. But you and I know.
I have cut a path through all your thugs. Who can truly say I'm not the Shroud?
Don't listen, man. She's a phony. So what's gonna happen is this. I'm going to kill Kent. Then we're gonna shoot the hell out of you. Then, no one.
You know what would really get to Kent? Killing his friend, his hero, right in front of him.
Enjoy the show, Kent. After I'm done with the Shroud, you're next. Playing games with me.
Kent,
I've never been so happy to see anyone in my...
I'm glad I got here.
You and me both.
If you just quit, then the bad guy...
You...
Uh-huh. Hancock.
Look who it is. We heading out again?
Let's do it.
Done.
Uh-huh. Hey, wait there.
I take
Job's done. St. John's dead.
So down goes the big bad
Heads up.
St. John. We get to walk that tightrope of freedom one more day. Take this for the effort.
Much obliged.
Gutter's been...
Hey, Hancock.
You look like you could use this.
It's about time we split.
Works for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a ticket. You do the honors. Hit that switch on the end of the pump. That's done. Just listen to her go. What if I redirect the flow? Hey, let's do this.
Hi.
Meyer looks. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that started him up. Anyway, I still got some tinkering to do on this thing. Shouldn't be too hard now, though. Thanks for pitching in. Here's a little something before you clean it out.
Hey. Excuse me.
Another day of hard work. It never changes.
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
I'm not here to cause any...
You're with the Minutemen? We sent word with one of them. Most people don't put much stuff.
Do you want my help?
Don't get the wrong idea. There's a raider gang that's... We know where they're coming.
I'll kick their asses for you.
Thanks, friend.
I knew you would help us.
learned.
Playing games.
Gotta be.
Where'd that little bitch
Him and
go?
his whole crew conspired over a woman.
It's getting worse. Another little beat down last night. Farrell got him good.
Turrets didn't stop him?
No, I held him down for
Who's there?
Inside of him now.
Somebody heard it, eh?
Hey, you got a second? Come on now, rookie. Shit!
Disappearing act.
How much you got left? Shit! Awesome. Oh man, come back! I was having fun! Show your face! Come on! I dare you! Ah! Found you, sorry. Cover me!
place.
This is gonna be fun.
You find those raiders?
Yeah, I took care of him.
No kidding. So if we want, so.
Take care of your gun, it'll take care of you.
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
That's great news. I knew you were the right person for the job. By the way, it'll get more and more useful. I don't think I ever told you.
I figured you'd tell me.
Have you heard?
No.
I thought everyone I was with Colonel Hollis's group. We were the only a few we never...
Right? As long as you don't...
I'm not...
No.
That
That means a lot coming from you, Garvey.
I appreciate...
Okay. I'll do it.
Good. Don't worry.
So, if I'm...
You're looking at it. The leader of the Minutemen has always... Our last leader, the one good, now it's your job. I've got something a bit different. Our scouts have found a promising spot. The trouble is that once you clear it, before you know...
Who's there? Shop's open. What do you want?
I'll take a look, sure.
It's all worth it.
Nice.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Hey, do you have a moment? I wanted to thank you for helping us out in Concord.
So, you
This
ready
is
to
an
get this?
emergency broadcast signal
I cleared out
from
that spot you sent me to and set up a radio beacon there.
That's great news. Once folks have some place to call their, as usual,
Right.
we've gotten, and I have a solution. Well fortified.
Sounds like just...
So,
Yeah. Let's...
we'll do.
Emergency protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88.
Everyone's here, General.
Authentication
There it
code
is.
word,
Right.
Now you can see why.
Uh-huh. Definitely.
That's right. Our primary, the wall.
What are we waiting for?
No.
Why not let them...
Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to
Well,
respond under Emergency Protocol.
Let's not
BT-76.
overcomplicate this.
If you say so. All right, people. Try not to draw their.
Hmm.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal
Short control first.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. From Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning.
What the hell was that?
Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast from Vault 88. Authentication Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning.
think I got something
Any
over here.
available
I knew
Vault-Tec
it.
personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol 76.
Wait till they hear about
This
this.
signal will repeat.
All right. Good work, people.
Hey there.
We need to focus on taking the castle back. We need to focus on taking the castle
This
back.
is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88.
Once I power this up,
Authentication
we'll be ready to broadcast.
Left of the old transmitter.
Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach
I
warning.
guess it could be worse. See
Any
what you can do with
available
it.
Vault-Tec personnel
I'm gonna go
are
see what else
required
is
to
left around
respond
this old
under
place.
Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Seems to be in working order. Excuse
This is
me.
an emergency
Wow,
broadcast
we
signal
really
from
did it.
Vault 88.
Now,
Authentication
Sure.
code word, Impish. Vault 88
Which- I've gotten
emergency
all marked.
classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88
Grey Garden, darling.
That's pretty ingenious. I bet you...
We are capable.
Obviously, the man was brilliant to come up.
I could hope. Perhaps you've noticed.
Well, it's definitely unique.
I'll take. After all,
Sure.
if it's cut. There's one other. Tell me, darling.
It's awful.
Pressure's down. This
All right.
marvelous. Most of our water, if you can get it working.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76.
Did the Minutemen send you?
This signal will
Of
repeat.
course. There's a group of raiders that won't... We know where they're...
Don't worry.
I hope so.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76.
Come on, man! You disappear! You burn!
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to
Welcome
respond.
to Grey Garden, darling.
That's pretty ingenious. I bet you...
We supervisor. We're
Obviously, the man was brilliant to come up with... Right. Well, it's definitely unique.
A few, if it's... Tell me, darling.
It's awful. All right.
Marvelous.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat.
Did the Minutemen send you?
Yes, I'm here to help.
There's a
Don't worry. I'll take care of them.
I hope.
Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. Broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code. Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol 76. This signal will repeat. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76.
Going down.
This signal will repeat.
Lower level.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Bingo.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. Broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under emergency. Broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Surface.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. Broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. From Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. Broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Darling, so good to see you.
That's right.
That's here. I'll ask Greenie to. Now I simply.
Right.
From Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Did you have any luck with those raiders?
I took care of those raiders for you.
Really? Well, that's the best. By the way, I think it's worth giving it another chance.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word.
What are the other gangs gonna do with Nuka World? Turn it into a slaughterhouse? A barn? Only makes sense to give us run of the place.
Hey there.
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back.
Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Suppose you just beat us to it.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish.
Mags, William, and Lizzie.
Vault
All you have
88
to do is
emergency
squeak,
classification. Unspecified integrity breach
Hey,
warning.
Shelby. Gotta keep stocked up on supplies, right?
Let's see what you have.
Right away, boss.
Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Unless you're here to take this call off me.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Sure could use a drink. Gotta be some liquor around here somewhere.
Nisha seems to think you could make a difference. Is that for better?
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish.
Well now, Red. It seems we have another uninvited guest to the park.
Available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency
Up,
Protocol.
performers! It's time for another show. Though I doubt you'll even make it to the theaters. Shall we take bets on where this one shuffles off? What do you think, friends? The tunnels? The fun house? Do you enjoy that lovely glowing mist?
Authentication code word, impish.
Feels great to us. Why, we've got sprayers all over Kitty Kingdom to keep you cool and erect.
Emergency protocol.
Oh, are you feeling lost? Pathetic.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Oh, are you feeling lost? Pathetic.
Emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication. Vault 88. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Vault personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Are you feeling lost? Pathetic.
Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88
You finally arrived! Quickly, the show is about to begin!
available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
The show you've all been waiting for! Oswald the Outrageous!
I'll admit, I didn't think you'd make it this far.
From Vault
I can
88.
tell you're different than the
Authentication code
usual
word,
invaders.
impish.
So I'll not bother
Vault
with the
88
usual tricks and
emergency
illusions I use to scare off the
Unspecified integrity
superstitious.
breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required
When
to
the bombs
respond
fell,
under Emergency Protocol
everything changed.
VT-76.
We changed.
This signal will
And somehow, I received a gift.
There we go.
Actual magic. The stuff of legends. Perhaps you'd like to see some. No matter what you do, I can heal my friend, and we will protect what is ours.
Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity. Any Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Sorry, but I'm not going out that easily. The show must go on!
Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault
Oh,
88
by all
emergency
means,
classification.
keep trying. You're
Unspecified
doing great.
Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat.
What are you doing out of costume again? You know Nuka fires people for breaking character.
This is an
Yes,
emergency
of course,
broadcast
I'm
signal
kidding.
from Vault 88.
Serious.
Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat.
Oh, are you feeling lost? Pathetic. Should have looked both ways to win.
Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond.
Welcome, boys and girls, to the Fun House. And aren't we having fun? Don't worry, the mirrors are too dirty to reflect anything. In your case, I'd say that's probably a benefit.
Emergency broadcast signal. Authentication code
Oh, are you feeling lost? Pathetic.
emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under emergency
Where are you
protocol.
even going? At this rate, you'll starve to death in there.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from authentication code word, Impish.
You really thought it would be that easy to get rid of me?
Warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Sweet.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning.
Listen to the sound of my voice. You're going to die. Oh, by all means, keep trying. You're doing great.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word.
Feeling dizzy yet? Can't tell which way is up.
Emergency protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Round and round and round and round.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from
Well, you're a bit hardier than those others, it seems. But not much smarter, I'm afraid.
emergency classification. Unspecified integrity
Bingo.
breach warning.
Sorry. Already gone, little raider. Don't worry. I've still got plenty of surprises.
76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification.
Well, it seems your asinine assault won't be dissuaded. Then I guess it's time for our final act. Join me on the roof of King Cola's castle, and we'll see an end to this production.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from
Oh,
Vault
are you feeling lost?
Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat.
Going up.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76.
You raiders are all the same. You come into someone's home, steal. I'm not.
I'm not your enemy. This can end.
We've defended how many of.
Ghouls like your friends.
So you're admitting?
Sure.
I'd say.
It's not.
You're wrong. My in return, when Rachel walks back.
Authentication code word.
I promise you.
You're wrong. If Rachel is, I'll gather. Don't worry about them. Here. Farewell.
To respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available...
You raiders are all the same. You come into someone's home, steal their belongings. I'm not
your enemy.
How many?
Right? Ghouls like your friends. It's too late for them.
So you're admitting? I'd say that makes you.
Authentication code word.
It's not.
You're wrong. My beloved. In return, when Rachel.
I promise you.
You're wrong. If Rachel, I'll gather. Don't worry about here. Farewell.
Signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat. Broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
You raiders are all the same. I'm
At this point, I'd...
fine.
Authentication code word. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified. Any available Vault personnel are required to respond to Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal... This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Hi.
Oh, hello, boss. Congratulations.
You're damn right.
Sorry I'm so nervous. I didn't mean any... That, and well... I mean, this is your show now. You could... well, you know... Get rid of the Raiders if you don't exactly agree with how they're running the place.
How dare you suggest something like that? I should have you shot.
Okay, I get it, boss. Just take it easy. There's no need to get angry. Just forget I said anything, okay? Anyway, got some medical...
Patch me up, Doc.
Okay. What?
Think I soaked up.
We'll clean you up.
Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency
All done.
classification.
Any other complaints?
No, we're done.
On your way, then.
Any available Vault-Tec
General
personnel
supply?
are required to respond under emergency... This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88.
Hello, boss.
Authentication
Congratulations on taking out Coulter.
Vault
I'm,
88 emergency
sure you'll do great.
classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning.
You're damn right.
Sorry,
Well, I admit.
Then the gangs that call this place home are already at each other's throat. Now, except now...
I'm not making any promises, but...
It's your call. If you're serious, that means putting up... Once you do... I should... Anyway, got some medical supplies.
Patch me up, Doc.
Of course. What?
Think I soaked up some rads out there.
All right, let's flush your system.
From Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification.
And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
Integrity breach warning.
Just hurt all over.
I've seen worse. Better stitch you up before infection sets in, though.
This signal will repeat.
Done. Now, was there anything else bothering you?
That was it.
On your way, then.
Wouldn't hurt to tip the scales a little in our favor, you know?
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
So, people drag children here past mountain for eating?
Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76.
And that's the food chain for you.
This signal will repeat.
You should try climbing on top of those spinning things. Get high.
Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under emergency protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. Broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, image. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under emergency protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. Unspecified integrity breach warning.
Welcome to the Nuka-Cola World of Refreshment. Now featuring a river of Nuka-Cola Quantum. Nuka-Cola began its journey in the year
Yes.
when our founder, John Caleb Bradford,
From Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88.
Sweet.
Hey, Mom and Dad. Want to ready for a night out on the town? Then pick up a trip on the wonderful response under emergency protocol VT-76. The recommended daily value of sugar. 35% alcohol by volume. Do not consume Nuka-Cola Dark if you're pregnant or planning on becoming pregnant. Do not operate motor vehicles or heavy machinery. But this isn't just a ride. It's one of several operational factories actively producing Nuka.
Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified.
Cola. For each delicious liquid into our new space-age rocket bottle. And now for a special surprise. This is where we use some new things of my family. Nuka-Cola Quantum. Each bottle is carbonated and is sealed with one of our signature bottle markers. From 17 Vault 88 emergency integrity breach warning. Any of these Vault-Tec personnel that blue glow isn't just for show, folks. Quantum contains a secret additive to give you a nuclear boost of energy.
Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under emergency protocol VT-76. required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. From Vault 88, authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88, emergency classification, unspecified integrity warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. Vault 88, authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88, emergency classification, unspecified warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
Emergency broadcast from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88, emergency classification, unspecified integrity.
Welcome to the Nuka-Cola World of Refreshment. Now featuring a river of Nuka-Cola Quantum at Nuka World. We hope you have enjoyed the ride and learned more about Nuka-Cola. Here in the chamber, we carefully pour used liquid into our new space. But this isn't just a ride. It's one of the while out here on the East Coast, out west, they enjoy regional favorites such as the classic Nuka-Cola Quartz and refreshingly patriotic Nuka-Cola victories. It took almost 2 years to perfect the formula. But in late 2044, Mr. Brad Burton was finally successful, and Nuka-Cola was born. Nuka-Cola became Walgreens in the year 2022, when our founder, Caleb Brad Burton, was a Nuka-Cola Quantum. Twice the calories, twice the carbohydrates, twice the caffeine, and twice the taste. Special surprise. And just look at that amazing is where we produce the newest member of our family, Nuka-Cola Quantum. So sit back and enjoy the ride as we take you through the Nuka-Cola World of Refreshment.
Vault 88, emergency classification, unspecified integrity. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under.
And now for a special surprise. This is where we produce the newest member of our family, Nuka-Cola Quantum.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88, emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish.
How are you feeling?
Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This
Just here to pick up some supplies.
Hey, Aaron.
Here to stock up or just making the round?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Okay.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88.
Hey, Shelby.
emergency
If you need supplies, then I'm your girl.
Unspecified integrity
I've got a
breach
few
warning.
minutes to browse.
Right away.
Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Was hoping there'd be more taps in a bobbing plan.
Never did get quite
Vault
I mean, he had us.
Authentication
Don't need the
code
rest.
word, Impish. Vault 58 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning.
Looks like someone's
Any
hit by
available
heart.
Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76.
Looks like someone
If Lizzie asked you to volunteer
Signal
for
will
the test.
Mags, William, and Lizzie. All you have to do is hear them speak to know they want to form units.
Emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat. Vault 88. Authentication emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Lady, see you kill monster.
Sure.
Cito, you, Cito.
Well,
No, see,
Sure.
monsters nuts.
of course.
Cito, new, Cito, show.
This signal will repeat. This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish.
We're happy to announce that the first 10 guests to arrive at the Bear the Bear Show will receive a plush bear.
Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under emergency 76. This signal will repeat.
Hey.
Follow Cito. This. Oh. This.
Right?
No.
How did you end up...
Cito very small. Cito not new. Now.
Yeah.
You. Now you. Fam. Here. Cito.
It's okay.
Cito. Cito have store. Cito. Wrinkly. Ring. Cito. Now give shot.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning.
Was coming to places like this fun for folks back in the day? Didn't they have chems, pack, and disciples? Bunch of amateurs.
This signal will
Respect around here.
This is Dr. Darren McDermott, last known survivor at the Safari Adventure Replication Facility. This is my final recording.
Prepare to experience life beyond Earth and among the stars. Exhibit sponsored by a grant from the Vault-Tec Corporation.
They must be destroyed. They can't be tamed. They can't be controlled. Their sheer ferocity is like nothing I've ever seen. And now,
Due to a mix-up at Safari Adventure's animal waste facility, apple juice will not be served this evening at the poorly fried fish restaurant.
alarming rate. Please, somebody, anybody, find my passcode or Dr. Hines. Shut down the replicator before it's too late. And if this recording should reach Dr. Hines, please tell him to forgive me.
Dead man have important thing.
Huh. So it seems like the gator claws, or the monsters, are coming from an animal cloning facility somewhere beneath Safari Adventure.
Shiny thing. Help, new friend.
Yes, it was...
Cito. Cito. Go to big. Cito.
No.
Cito.
approximately 15 minutes.
There we go.
You big help, Cito. Cito, thank you.
It seems like Dr. Hein was kidnapped and taken somewhere called the Angry Anaconda. We find that, and we can find his passcode to get into the cloning facility.
Sound like name of snake from old zoo. Oh,
I'm sure,
yes,
right?
It big, right? It up.
Good job.
See.
Attention. All contestants for the Nuka-Cola drinking contest must turn in their indemnity waivers before they will be allowed to participate. Show starts promptly at 9 p.m.
Never been here.
Sito.
Sito, no like this place. New friend done?
And they should not be coming back.
Sito. How Sito?
I have some...
Sito trust you.
Right?
Before. Thank you.
Star after today's Wild West Stunt Show performance. Yeehaw!
Gage.
Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it.
I was just doing what I...
Hey.
Sure.
But still, you've just got... Now they're... I'm thinking it's time...
Aiming pretty high, aren't you, Gage?
Take him back. These bunches in an operation Commonwealth.
Wow, nuts.
Now you're stuck. He was always... We don't... If we're... I say, he floated this. He's in charge.
What's he gonna do? Show him how to...
Maybe. Just, and while you're doing that, it's about time we should... Oh.
Fish is in charge. If it's up to me...
New boss, huh?
Don't worry. Watch yourself. The pack sticks together.
Hey there.
Mason earned his place at the top.
We'd all considered putting a bullet in Coulter's back at some point. Suppose you just beat us to it.
It's gotta be around here somewhere. Nuka World!
You're the new overboss, right? You sure made an example out of Coulter.
Yeah, who knew?
Well, Judge Gage was a... Don't worry.
I'm getting the impression that...
With Coulter, now that you... Speaking...
I'm amazed that all this...
Thanks. Yeah, I'm the only one that can take the... And all the...
Careful. You keep...
Give me a break. Look, every game, if you're scored...
Damn it!
Very fun. Look, but seeing as you can also... And if you look... I'll tell you what.
How about 3?
Sure, why not? Well, if you need... Oh, don't forget...
You really should rethink where you stand. Unless you're a fan of Logic.
Luck, it's been real busy lately. These things are going well.
You know, in a lot of instances, poor life choices will get you killed.
Hey.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, you had to turn up.
Hey there.
I'm sorry. Did you mistake me for a friend? Hey there. Boss, someone's coming through the gauntlet. Go see Fritch, he'll tell you what to do.
These cars get damn hot.
It's close. I know it's close. It has to be.
Got plenty to play around here. Have at it.
I heard you were looking for me?
You heard the alarm, right? That means someone's in the gauntlet. Looks like a real tough one, too. What happens next is up to you. You can take him on yourself in the arena, or I can make sure our little rat never gets out of the maze.
Time to put on a show.
Hell yeah! No better way to earn a raider's respect than kicking some ass in front of a crowd. Just head for the arena whenever you're ready, boss.
Nuka World!
I thought about trying my hand at Gauntlet.
I don't care to talk much.
How come whenever something interesting happens around here, you're right in the center?
Hello, Mother.
Arturo.
We are here
If
to
you're
make the
thinking
Institute's
safety,
presence
a
known to the
long-range-
surface.
Let's see what you got.
Feel free.
Uh-huh.
Every piece in here is worth what I charge.
Let's see what you got.
A bit of it.